What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another freshie, baby. Another fresh episode of Media Madness. Another fresh epi. Today, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire has released, baby. At least in the US. And I'm going to be going over that. I'm going to be giving you my 2 cents on that. But in my previous video before this, which I will put in the link down below, I talked about the Monsterverse. Has it been any good? I talked about the highs, the lows, the mans. Click that link down below. No more time's going to be wasted, y'all. We're getting right into this. So right off the bat, guys, this film has a really cool opening. It wastes no time at all on giving you some Kong action, on giving you some cool creatures in the Hollow Earth bits of this. Just like in Godzilla vs. Kong, you see some kooky, odd-looking creatures, and you see them again in this. They really double down on giving you a taste of what this weird little world has to offer, and honestly, they do a pretty good job. There's a really good sequence with Kong in this, setting traps, man, going Kevin McAllister on everybody up in this thing. Also, within the first 30 minutes, I could already confirm that this film has way better pacing than probably any of the other Monsterverse movies so far. I was really impressed to see that they consistently entertain. There's some really fun bits, and you don't have to wait too long to get to them. Also, in the marketing, I could tell this, but watching the final product, I could confirm this. The coloring in this film is great, man. It pops. Going back on the first 30 minutes of this film, I actually experienced PTSD, and you're probably wondering why. Well, I'll tell you, the deaf character, the deaf girl in this film, I don't even know her name, to be honest with you. Matter of fact, I don't really know anyone's name in this film just because I really didn't care, so there's that. But she gets a vision in class and starts writing down symbols and just images. And the way they did it, it came off to me exactly like Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Less cringy, not jumping over desks and disturbing the whole class, but nonetheless, it was a very early 2000s-y scene. I can't confirm, though, that there were no other moments like this, and this was pretty much the only one. Writing what off I just said about these sound wave, vision, drawings, there's some very convenient writing in this that just kind of pops out of nowhere just to move the story along, and, you know, while I can excuse it because this is just a big, dumb, fun monster creature feature, it is very obviously convenient. You know, when you really think about it, just kind of lazy. There were 2 scenes in this that really stuck out to me in a funny way. There was toy pushing in one of the scenes where you could see literally some of the figures that have been released on the line for this film on a character's desk, and I just thought it was really funny that they were pushing that. Also, there was a very clear shot of what looked exactly like a shot out of a Volkswagen commercial. I literally laughed to myself, and yeah, man. The score in this film and the music overall has some very odd choices, but honestly, once the movie kind of got its vibe going on as far as a cheesy, dumb, just throw popcorn in your mouth, have fun time, I kind of could get behind the 80s beats and synths and even songs from the 80s, and I was like, yeah, dude, I'm digging this. A big problem that this movie is probably going to face is that there is lots and lots, and I mean lots, of scenes, of plot points, overall spoilers. This film has a very fun adventure, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park kind of feel about midway through the movie, where they're kind of, you know, diving into the Hollow Earth aspect of things and really in the jungle and stuff, and I could really dig it. But once it hit the beginning of the 3rd act, there was a plot point where a civilization came in, and it just kind of threw me off a little bit. Kind of felt out of place to me and almost more unrealistic than the Titans themselves. How they got there, why they're there, how they survived that long. Who knows? You meet a big pack of apes, man. There's been apes living on this Hollow Earth. How Kong hasn't figured that out or known they've been there for years and years, just as he's been there for years, who knows on that as well. In those apes that you meet in the movie, there is actually an ape that is a copy and paste version of Koba from Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and I was laughing my butt off about it. The visual effects in this movie are fantastic. If you've seen any images or trailers from this movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The only visual effect shots that looked weird to me were the ones involving Mini Kong. I don't know his name. Again, I don't really care about names in this movie. I know Godzilla and Kong, and that's about it. Mini Kong is very odd looking, especially when he moves. He kind of looks weird. I don't know if it's his eyes. I don't know what it is, but looks off. Speaking of Kong and Godzilla, Godzilla is really not in this as much as many Godzilla fans would maybe like. He feels more like a supporting role and less like a co-character in this, and it's very much a Kong story. But guys, I had a blast with this, and I am really happy to report that I I give it a pass, man. I recommend this movie if you're looking for just a fun kill time. Just turn your brain off. And I know that's kind of a lazy excuse nowadays where we say, you know, it's fun if you turn your brain off. This is one of those films. You just got to turn your brain off. You got to have fun and just know what you're buying a ticket for. You're buying a ticket for two titans and maybe more beating the crap out of each other, set in a weird, kooky world, universe, whatever you want to call it. This is definitely worth experiencing with that surround sound on the big screen. This was very much built for that. And guys, again, this is just a fun time. So yeah, I recommend it. Do you plan on checking this out this weekend? And if you have already, comment down below. Tell me what you think, man. Did you like this? What did you like? What didn't you like? What points do you agree with? Or do you want to ridicule me in these comments? Hit me up, man. Let's do this, bro. Anyways, hit that subscribe, hit that like. God bless, stay fresh, and peace.